Hi, this is part 2 of Tracing an Artist, and I want to show you how to make a custom palette. First of all, you won't need any of these colors, so that you can delete them all. So if I click on the first one and the last one here, I'm going to keep the black and white. Select them all using my Shift key. I can hit the trash can and it's going to say delete swatch selection, and I'm going to say yes. Okay, now we have 2 layers with your artwork. Now notice layer 1 copy. I have not locked it yet. So I'm going to come over, before I lock it, I want to get my color palette. So over here in your tools palette, you'll see the eyedropper, and I'm going to click the red, and you see down here it shows up as fill, and I'm going to click it and drag it over to the swatches. Then I'll click my green and drag that over to the swatches. Click this yellow-orange and drop the swatches, and this light green. So you see I'm developing my color palette. So you go through your art piece and get your colors, and now I have this to work with. Now I'm ready to lock this layer. So I'll click to lock it, and I'm going to create a new layer. Oops, I'm going to select a new layer, and I'm going to name this red because I'm going to red background. It's really important to name your layers, especially if you end up with a lot of them. So with the red background selected, I'm going to take my pen tool and I'm just going to click the shape. Now notice how it's filling. I do not want it to fill. I want the fill to be none. So I'm going to click on my / or this none icon. And now I can see where I'm clicking. I'm going to bring the stroke forward, and I'm going to select the red for the stroke and just continue on so that I have a red stroke. I could have had the stroke to none, but this way you can see what I'm doing. Now as you can see, the piece being opaqued out you can see better where you're going with your pen tool or your pencil tool or whatever effect you're working on. So you want to make complete paths, and then I'm going to come over here and close that path. Now I'm ready to fill it. So with my fill forward, I'm going to select the red, and now that's filled. Now that becomes my bottom layer, background layer. I lock that, and now I'm ready to do the next one, which would probably be the blues. So I'll take my pen tool and do the same thing with the blues. First do the fill to none, and then my stroke I'm going to pick the blue, which as you can see I haven't put it over here yet. So you get the idea of how to get your palette. That's the main thing I want you to do, is to get your palette selected, and you start and you just build layer after layer until you get what you want.